and Fenway would have spent to strengthen that defence. But now a whole sort of supermarket of options opens up to us that might not have. Fenway were always very happy to invest in the team. Any transfer profits that were made, happy to invest that back in the team. And here was a large amount of money. And it's literally because at the time, one of the biggest advantages of having Jurgen at the club was players loved him. They loved his football. They wanted to play for him. So convincing a player of the idea of coming to Liverpool, it was easy when Jurgen was in charge. So you see this guy with the big smile, that's why you're going to come to Liverpool, right? And it was literally like, who do you want? That being said, it's still hard to take players from other big Champions League teams. They don't want to sell to a competitor. Wages are typically a lot higher than non-Champions League teams. Virgil helped that he'd played brilliantly against Liverpool in the past, but he was the best under 27 defender outside a Champions League team. I think you put the Champions League teams in, he drops like number 2 or number 3. Like, how is this guy not already playing for a top Champions League team?
And why do you think that was the case?
He took a long time to come to the boil, so he was probably underrated a little bit at Celtic. And at Celtic, it's hard to measure defenders. So you don't have to defend; you just got the ball for 90 minutes, and so you only really see games against Rangers, games in Europe, where Celtic are now huge underdogs. And so you're not really seeing the set of things he has to do in the Premier League. I spoke before about the Premier League premium. If he was in a big German club or a big Spanish club, or a medium-sized German or Spanish club, we'd have seen the sort of challenges he has to face in the Premier League a lot more. So Southampton, great recruitment from them, but his seasons at Southampton really gave the evidence to show he's a great defender, playing above Southampton's level. So he was 26 when we signed him, and so a late developer really. I think even the previous season at Southampton, we thought he was really good.